Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum friends, welcome back to the United Verse. We are back live. It's a huge breaking news coming on your way. It's none other than Cunha joining Manchester United. Such a huge news. Everybody was expecting this to be over the line. It's now been made official, and we have been hearing lots of noise in terms of what is happening at United. So we're going to start with Matheus Cunha, who has basically said, it is hard to put into words my feelings about becoming a Manchester United player. Ever since I was a child in Brazil, watching Premier League games on TV at my grandmother's house, United was my favorite English team, and I dreamed of wearing this red shirt. He has joined United. He has joined the Red Devils. It was his dream. There is another picture which he has posted on Instagram, which I'm going to bring upon right now. As you can see on your screen, there it says, it's all about you following your dreams, and you can see he's wearing that Manchester United shirt. It looks like I think a new picture which has just been taken with his new kit for United, and he is really happy. Following your dreams, that's what he is captioned with. That means Matheus Cunha has joined Manchester United. Guys, please do subscribe, please do drop the like as well. We are trying to grow this channel on YouTube platform as well as on Twitter, so please do give us a follow. And right now we're going to go and discuss what has been said. We're going to go a little way down and see what is the deal looking like. He has joined on a 5-year deal plus option. That means an option for another year that will go up till June 2031. 62.5 million deal completed from Wolves, and this is how he looks in that United red color. It looks pretty impressive. If you go down, there is also Gyökeres, which we'll be talking about a little bit late, as well as Osimhen. But before we do that, Cunha is red. This is looking unbelievably good, and you can see that he is really looking quite special in that. You can see in terms of, as he has been joining Manchester United, there is a case where Jason Wilcox has come in and said these words. Bringing in Matheus Cunha was one of our main priorities for this summer, so we are delighted to have completed this signing so early in the window. He also goes on to say he has all the qualities we are looking for as we seek to build a strong, dynamic and entertaining team capable of challenging for the biggest honors. Now, what does that mean is that Manchester United were pretty poor in the last season. They weren't playing good. They were playing in Europa League as well. They were on the verge of playing in the Champions League until the loss of Tottenham, which kind of makes sure that United are going to be playing only in the Premier League as well as the League Cup and the FA Cup. So they need to rechange some of the squad members, and for that it's very essential to bring in players who are going to bring a huge change for your club. And I think Matheus Cunha is that player which has been requested by Amorim, who can play right in that center of the pitch. He can play as a number 10, he can play as 9.5, he can play on the left wing, he can play on the right wing. He is an all-round attacking player. His Brazilian football is going to be much more wanted at United. His magic is pretty much superb on the ball. He can create as well as score goals. He is a real special player. I think Amorim is going to be really happy after this huge acquisition by Manchester United. Now we are also going to speak about what he has said further as well. He has proved his ability to succeed in the Premier League as one of the most exciting and productive forwards in England during his time at Wolves, and before that in Spain and Germany. So he's saying basically the guy has got the experience to play in Spain, Germany as well as in the Premier League. That's what the focus is going to be from Manchester United, to go in for the players who are tested in Premier League, because then you're assured of the quality that they can handle the pressure of playing in the Premier League. So that is why they have spent such a huge chunk of the transfer budget on Matheus Cunha, and Matheus Cunha only wanted Manchester United rather than any other club. He didn't want Newcastle United or Arsenal. The only club he wanted was Manchester United, and his dream has come true. He has joined United on a 5+1 year deal, which is going to be pretty exciting. Now we are going to go on to the next thing which we're going to discuss about in terms of what will Cunha bring to the team. I think Cunha is going to bring that X factor. If he plays right behind the striker position, he will be the main man in terms of creativity. I think he's much better than Bruno Fernandes, because Bruno Fernandes, as much as talented he is, I think in terms of taking on players, Matheus Cunha has got that factor in him. If you compare Bruno with Cunha, I think there are a lot of differences in terms of when taking on opposition. Cunha has got the ability to take on 2 to 3 players. He can go into the space, he can go into the crowded area. He has that technical ability where he can take the ball from the danger area and then produce something in terms of taking a shot by himself, or maybe bringing in his teammates and assisting them in very, very close targeted areas. Let's say if there is a team which is playing with a low block and you got a ball with Bruno Fernandes, in that situation Bruno will always be looking for something in order to create, but his variety or his options are pretty much limited if you compare it to Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha has not even got those kind of ranges. What he can tend to do is he can create something special inside the box or even outside the box. In terms of he can take on players, he has got that technical ability to go one-on-one, to go into those areas and try to create something out of nothing. So let's say if you are playing in the 70th or 80th minute and you are kind of losing the game with 1 or 2 goals, he has got the ability to get you back in the game. He can score that odd goal. He can create something. And I think having 2 world-class quality players such as Bruno Fernandes and Cunha is going to improve the chances for Manchester United. Let's hope Mbeumo as well gets over the line so that the pressure as well as the responsibility is equally shared between these very good Premier League quality players. And that is what we are expecting once Mbeumo joins Manchester United. So now we have talked about the tactical aspect in terms of where will Cunha play. I think that number 10 position right behind the striker is going to be the key. But let's say for some reason that number 9, it might be Gyökeres, it might be Osimhen, it might be Mateta, it can be whoever it may be. It can even be Højlund or Zirkzee. But let's say if one of the players are injured and if you got no one to play in that striker position, then you got Matheus Cunha, who can play as a false 9. He can even play as a number 9. He has got that quality and ability in order to give you those kind of options when you are very well limited. So he is the player that United need. He is an overall player. He can play in multiple positions, and that is what the board were looking for. That is what they were trying to acquire, and they've got their man now from Brazil, Matheus Cunha, who has joined Manchester United. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that he has joined United. Now we're going to go on to the next talk, which is none other than Gyökeres. There is been such a huge storm because of Gyökeres' fight with Sporting Lisbon. Now, what the latest we're hearing is that Arsenal are prepared to make an offer for Gyökeres, but it's a fixed fee, and it goes on to say it's below 51 million plus bonuses that Sporting will not accept. So that means Sporting Lisbon will not accept 51 million plus bonuses from Arsenal. Then it goes on to say Manchester United are now readying a bid of 51 million, same as Arsenal, which is a fixed fee, plus 8.5 million in add-ons, which takes it up to 60 million pounds. That comes up around 70 million euros, but not enough. It's not enough for Sporting Lisbon. So Sporting Lisbon are looking for much more. Maybe that 80 million is the, I think, specified by the Sporting president, and that is what he has said. They're not looking for 100 million, but they're looking for 80 million. So that means, according to this information, United are still 10 million short, and United need to somehow produce that 10 million in order to get their main man for number 9 position. But there has been a twist as well. There has been a turnaround. United are not being, we have seen the situation over the years again and again, but this time around, United are playing it differently. What they're trying to do is they're trying to open another channel for another striker, and that's where this man comes in, who is Victor Osimhen. It has been reported. Right now, I'm going to go through this tweet. Manchester United have continued conversations with Victor Osimhen's camp. Sources close to the player insist he would be already in Saudi Arabia if money was the most important thing to him. So, there you go. It was reported that he was looking for 300,000 grand a week from Manchester United in terms of as a fixed pay. But then United, they came in with reports that they wanted to see if Osimhen was genuinely interested in joining United. And if he is genuinely interested in joining United, then he needs to basically come out in public and say that he would be willing to accept a wage offer which would be around 250,000 for sure a week. But then he will also have the performance bonuses which would take that wage structure from 250,000 a week up to 300,000 and maybe plus more if he can achieve those targets. Now Osimhen, his camp, they are looking for a specified clause which basically says that it doesn't matter whatever way he performs, he must get a guaranteed 300,000 a week contract, and that is where the difference is between the United and the player camp. Now I think if United are really serious about to get Osimhen and they see that Sporting Lisbon are not going to budge on Gyökeres' fee, then this might turn out to be a case of cat and mouse chase. Let's say if PSG are looking for a number 9, and if they go in for Osimhen, then the option won't be there for United, and United will have to succumb to that 80 million figure which Sporting Lisbon are looking for. In that scenario, United will be handicapped. They will be forced to pay a little bit more. And from that perspective, from that scenario, it looks like United need to be careful about this. So in that case, let's say if they have to make a decision, they can agree with Osimhen in terms of wages. Let's say they accept a 275,000 a week with Osimhen camp, and Osimhen agrees, and they say that if you score a certain number of goals, let's say 20 plus goals, we will give you a 50,000 grand in terms of, let's say, a lump sum money at the end of your first year, and that would basically be broken down into 50,000 plus. So that means you will be ending up getting paid of 325,000 a week. They can work with those kind of clauses, and let's see if that will be the case. This is an ongoing story. It will develop into much more. So hopefully this was the breaking news that we've brought you in. Cunha joining Manchester United. Latest with the Osimhen, what will happen with Osimhen as well as Gyökeres, and that Sporting Lisbon fight, I think, is going to develop, and let's see, we'll get to see more and more what happens next in this ongoing saga. So guys, please do subscribe, please do press the like button. We will be tuning in for that evening show. We will be discussing in detail about these transfers, and hopefully there will be more stories which will be breaking in. And please do subscribe, please do press like, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.